welcome to the Weekend Review here with Stone Cold Loki, the Rooster Day Bob, and the lady, Arwyn Avalon. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody out there doing? How are you two doing? Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. It's Friday.
I just love that you were able to reclaim the old intro music. There's nothing like that music.
Yes. Oh
you know how much shit I had to go through to be like, you know what? Stop claiming me. Stop claiming me. Stop claiming me. God help me. And now they're not claiming me anymore. So
you fought the claim and you won.
I fought the claim and I won.
Yes. Hell yes, Cole.
So they are finally leaving me alone about that damn intro music after, God help me, like 2 years of them bugging me. It was like everything was fine. And then about 2 years ago, they were like, claim. And it's been one long, giant fuss since then. But yeah, finally, after all this time, I'm like, you know what? It's finally done. It's finally cleared. They're like, okay, we got you. Please don't sue us. Pretty much. That's what it took. It took the, you know what? I will sue the shit out of you because you're putting my channel at risk every single time you claim me. I lawyered up. I went through a copyright lawyer again for the second time. And yeah, they're finally leaving me alone. Thank you very much.
Was your not summer? I know it was a couple of years, but it was like your summer of Claim Fest, and now it's ended. Thank God! Congratulations.
So, we fought and we won.
Yay!
It's just so iconic that it just.
That's our music. That is the morning music. So
yep.
That is the channel's music. So
yeah.
And Project, you are absolutely right. Story time. A letter from a lawyer gets people's attention. Apparently it does. And they apologize and they were like, here, this is how we will deal with this. There you go. Bob's your uncle. Fanny's your aunt. Done deal. Okay. Thank you very much.
Good. Prepared people are like, oh, wow, this one knows what they're doing.
And yeah. The YouTube HOA Karens finally got put in their place. Yes.
I tell you what, that is absolutely correct. I mean, that's spot on.
and Snorty, I don't know what Facebook's deal is. I've never had to do some like video thing for them saying, hello, it's me. That is outrageous. That is absolutely completely nuts. So no, I would never do that. I've got a Facebook, but I'm almost never on it. If they were like, you need to confirm your existence by sending us a live video, I'd be like,
what? No, what?
Yeah, I can live without Facebook. The only thing I ever even used it for back in the day was for the marketplace. Just, looking for deals. Other than that, I don't give a shit.
I don't know whether I got grandfathered in on X or not, but I've had a blue check mark on X forever. I don't know why I got one. I don't remember filling anything out. Someone was like, dude, do you know you have a blue check mark on X? And I'm like,
maybe
okay,
Elon
I guess I
to
do.
Your channel and on the download said, oh, this guy's cool. Here, check mark.
Well, it was before that. It was before they started monetizing. Like, it's before you had to pay to have a blue check mark on X. And I don't pay anything. So I don't know if that's just kind of like slipped under the radar, if they'll take it away from me one day. I don't know. But I've had a blue check mark on X. I think it was about a year and a half after I started the channel. So this has been like maybe 22.
Wow.
So no, I am not a part of Dodge. It'd be funny though. I'd hang out with like blue balls and brick balls and huge balls and all them balls. I'd hang out with all the balls.
The ball brigade.
The ball brigade. Yeah, I'd hang out with all the balls.
The Rolling Stones.
The Rolling Stones. Nice.
Okay, now I have to swallow. Oh my God, D-Pop, you said that I had just taken a big swig of coffee. I'm like, it's either going to go on the monitor or I'm going to swallow it.
She's going to swallow people.
Okay, we're back.
Before we get into the topic this morning, I've got to share this because, come on.
Oh, yeah.
Arwyn, I think we shop at the same place. We have the same pants.
I mean, it looks that way. Are Gap still around? I don't know. Hell.
I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting on the car.
Oshkosh begosh for
I'm just sitting on the hood of the car.
Oh my God. Did either one of y'all take ag back in the day?
No.
What?
Take ag, like in high school. Agriculture.
No,
you didn't take ag back in the day. Okay, so I took ag back in the day. So you had to do they had farming and all kinds of shit like that, right? Some people had pigs. It's crazy. But I had this so it was kind of like the same color green Arwyn's wearing. I always wore, when we had ag outside, I always had this green shirt and these coveralls, right?
Mm-hmm.
And some bitch saw me in those after school one day and was like, Oshkosh begosh. And I was like, no, absolutely fucking not. Oshkosh begosh.
Oshkosh begosh, y'all.
I just like the shape of that sweater or t-shirt or whatever.
That's Day Bob. Our Day Bob.
Our Day Bob. Oh, I'm dead.
The streets of Valhalla.
I went to an all-girls boarding school. We did finishing school at our last week. We didn't do no agriculture. But, hey, I'm down for it. Why not? It's education.
Hey, I loved your post, Arwyn, that you did, where you're talking about, if you go to other countries, you follow their rules and their laws. I mean, you know what? I think I was like 20. When I was 20 or 21, I took a European tour. I did 2 weeks in Europe. And I learned I learned how to ask where's the bathroom in French. This is before iPhones and shit, and before immediate translators and all that shit. So you had to know something.
You had to suffer through that shit on your own in person. Yeah.
I took the time to learn a little bit of the language. Why? Because I knew I was going to be there. I need to know how to ask certain questions, where is the bathroom? Shit like that. And it's appreciated when you are traveling abroad, even if you completely butcher the language, they will be helpful. Why? Yeah. Because you took the time to learn a little bit of the language. It's the same with the laws. Okay. If you respect their culture and you respect their laws, then they're not going to treat you like a total douche or submarine you. Why should we not expect the same thing here? Why is it that in America, you can just be like, oh, well, fuck learning your laws, screw learning your language, blah, 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 blah. When we try and do that when we go other places.
Loki, I have never lived in a time and never thought I would live in a time where people, when they come into a country, they demand the country to assimilate to them. I'm like, that is not how it works. That is not how it has ever worked. And you're right. When you try, even in France, y'all, France is notorious for being assholes to travelers. They just are. I never had a damn problem. You want to know why? Because I tried. Like you said, you have to learn some phrases. Don't be a douche. Guess what? All the countries will recognize you as a foreigner. And most people, if you're cool with them and they see you're there to just enjoy their beautiful country, enjoy their beautiful food, respect them, 9 times out of 10, they're going to be cool to you.
Well,
if you're
going to move to a new country and you're going to try to assimilate, you should at least learn the language.
Yes.
I mean, that is just a given. I mean, you're in a country where that language is spoken, you should learn that language. And I just don't understand why there's so many people upset that to have a CDL now, you have to be able to be fluent in English. You have to be able to understand roadsides in English. You got to be able to do, to do your job, you need, to know the language, at least enough to where you can communicate.
Mm-hmm.
Penny asked, where's Zero this morning? He had dentist.
The dreaded dentist.
Everybody say a prayer for Zero, because, he had the dentist this morning. Nobody wants to go to the dentist.
Everyone hears dentist and a collective shudder just ripples throughout everyone. Hate it. What is going on here, Loki? You've been
Loki smash. Loki smash.
Loki smash.
He's carrying me like a child.
Yeah. You're just all nestled up into that big old bosom. Oh, nice.
I don't know if I'm being carried by him or I'm looking at Arwyn's behind back there.
Who the hell did Daybob split himself? There's two Daybobs.
Well, that's why I'm holding Daybob, and then we've got imposter Daybob down here. So I've got the real Daybob.
Except no imitations.
Yeah, except no substitutes.
You can tell that that's not me. My comb is much larger.
Arwyn, what the fuck happened?
I mean, it is what it is, Loki. We age, we have childbirth. I mean, hey, it is what it is. I'm moving though, damn it. Look at me. I'm moving. I'm ready to outrace somebody.
What are we looking at? Because I've got this like holy shit look on my face. Arwyn's
we're running.
Daybob's like, I'm not moving. Zero's like running towards the whatever it is. Claymation morning show. Holy shit.
I love it.
Okay, now you're power walking.
There's my college self right there. See, college then and now. There you go.
I tell you what, if you had a waist that small, it's a wonder you're still around.
When I was in college, I did not have a waist that small, but I was that proportion. I was.
Daybob, someone smacked you in the back of the head and crossed your eyeballs.
Looks like I'm just kind of just floating along too.
In mid-stride.
Zero's kind of shrunk down to our size.
What the hell am I holding?
It looks like a pair of pliers.
What?
Or a stun gun.
A taser, maybe? I don't know. I've never actually seen a taser in person.
You haven't?
No, just on Mary String when she tased Mark.
I'm licensed.
First time I saw a real person get tased.
Got a license to teach people how to use a taser.
Whose hand am I holding?
That's a good question. That is a good question. I don't know.
I don't know how I'm balanced up there.
You are, Daybob.
Daybob was just like, I'm pissed off at something.
Oh my God.
Zero looks like he's like walking around like what's his name in The Fifth Element?
Dallas.
Coben Dallas.
Multipass.
Sorry, my son just came in here and asked me to keep it down.
Come Dallas.
Nomini patria siri to siri warcock.
Your eminence. You look wonderful.
Where's my sword?
The first American Pope right there.
Now people are going to start being like, you're disrespecting religion, Loki. No, we're not.
No. This is a very beautiful picture. It's really pretty. It's nice. Daybob looks regal. He looks religious. I know, God, it sounds terrible coming out of my mouth. It sounds like I'm laughing. I'm not. I really like it. I really like it. Looks good.
I'm just wondering where my Pope hat is.
Underneath
you got a
the
homegrown
stuff.
one on your head.
Yeah, you got the rooster. He's got the rooster, new Pope, yeah.
Don't need no hat.
It's the Cockfather.
Oh my god.
I got the comb.
Oh, these
Holy
are
crap.
great.
Thank you, Man Squatch. Thank you so very
so
much, brother.
good. So good.
What a way to start the morning, every single morning, with Man Squatch. Thank you, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, Man Squatch.
Yay! Okay, it's
I think
going in
I've
my
got-
folder.
Okay.
They're all going in my folder.
I think Puddle Jumper's the one that made the Pope rooster.
Did he? Well done.
Oh, did Puddle Jump do the rooster?
Yep, I think so.
So
Puddle
good.
Jumper, thank you, brother. That was cool. That was very cool. Holy crap. A whole bunch of talented artists that help out with the show. Thank you guys so very much. Puddle Jumper made the Cockfather. Okay. Thank you, Puddle Jumper.
I like the actual picture for the show today.
So do I, the kitties.
The little kitty.
Oh, and the black one with green eyes and the Loki helmeted horns. It's just, oh, the wigs, y'all. And
Y'all
a
know which
witch's
one,
hat.
Dave Bob.
A
The
witch's
hat.
hat. Eris, I love you. Look. Oh, she knows us all. I love
No.
it.
Yeah. Dave Bob's in the middle. I'm obviously the one with the helmet, and Arwyn has a witch's hat on.
So
See,
good.
like it's not too girly or anything. I said no, shit, no, it's cool.
Hey,
We'll
cats
use
are
it.
badass. Cats are badass in images. There's nothing girly about that. Looks
We'll call it a
fantastic.
catastrophe.
Yes, that's going in my folder too. My
Okay,
folder's
so
big.
what is the topic for today, ladies and gentlemen? Don't be a dipstick. Have you seen hold on, let me pull this up real quick. Have you seen this? I wanted to get into this. As of May 1st, we have adjusted recommended retail pricing for our consoles and controllers worldwide. We also expect to adjust the pricing of some of our new first-party games starting this holiday season to $79.99. That's right. All you guys that slurp up Xbox's schlong expect to pay $79.99, and you'll celebrate it too. We understand that these changes are challenging, and they were made with careful consideration given market conditions and the rising cost of development. Looking ahead, we continue to focus on offering more ways to charge you even more, and we hope that you'll take it like you've taken this one and deep throat it massively and cheer it on so that others will fall in lock and step and do the same. We hope you play more games across any screen and ensure the value for Xbox players. And here is the new pricing.
All right, let's see this. Okay, so these are for consoles, controllers, and headsets.
$200 for a controller.
Oh my
$199.99 for a
God.
controller.
Wait. Okay, Elite wireless controller. I gotta look this up. Hang
Series 2.
on. Elite wireless controller, Series 2. All right, let's see what this thing looks like. Amazon. Okay, so it looks
That thing better
basically
play
like
itself for that
the
kind of
Razor
money.
Wolverine, but specifically for Xbox. Is that?
I guess.
I don't see that it looks any different from like the officially licensed Xbox One controller, which is $44.99. It looks like
Well,
the
this
same
is
damn
an
thing.
officially licensed Elite controller. They're just calling it an Elite.
Yeah, well, my Elite budget is about $30, so they can kiss my butt. And I am faithful to Xbox. It's what I have. It's what I use. I enjoy it. I love it. Got no problem with Xbox. But if they're going to be doing me wrong like this, I'm going to be buying the cheap shit, or I'm going to be buying it on eBay. I can't afford that. My God.
$379.99 for a former $299 console. And all the shills and all the, whales are like, slurp it up, losers, or get out and don't play our games. This is exactly why GTA is going to be over $100. We'll get into that here in a little bit. But it's the people defending this that I'm just like, Are you a dipstick, or are you a dipshit, or are you a dumbass? You want to pay more.
Yeah, I don't understand. I've never seen people so willing to just fork out twice the price just because for anything.
Matt Cabe, what is up, Matt Cabe? He said, "Yeah, these price increases are landing across the board. I had to replace my PS5 controller, and it was just under $100. I'm not paying that much for a damn controller. I'm sorry. That's like 1/5 of what I paid for the system. I'm not doing that. That is the biggest, dumbest bunch of haga I've ever heard of."
Why are they doing this though? Is there like a
Oh, it's not tariffs. They're trying to blame tariffs. They just want to raise their prices. They want
Okay.
you to pay more.
Yeah, well, have you seen some of the American companies that have American-made stuff that are blaming price increases on tariffs? Hell, it's made here. There ain't no damn tariff. They're just doing it because they think they can get away with it.
God, that's a really good point, Dave Bob. Yeah. I can't afford this stuff. I not, and I know some people, you're right, Loki, they'd be like, well, you can't afford it, don't play. There's cheaper options, people. You don't have to pay this.
Arwyn, let me ask you a question. You're a Fortnite player, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they were like, okay, you're gonna have to start paying $40 for the annual pass, and you're not gonna get any bonus stuff, and you're gonna like it, what would you do?
I wouldn't do it. I'd say, oh well, I will play the game the way I want to play it. I don't have to buy shit from y'all. I am the consumer. If you're gonna jack things up to where the prices make no sense, okay, yeah. And Loki, you bring up a good point. There are some limited edition things that are gonna cost a little more. There's, for whatever. I get that. I'm cool with that. But when everything is jacked up and you get nothing else, they just raise the base price. For what? No, and I'm not so tribal that I'm going to be like, oh, I'm going to buy all of this for this game or all of this for this system, and I'm going to have it all. And if you don't buy it, you're not
But
a
there are
hardcore.
people that do
I'm not
that.
going to do
They
that.
don't care.
That's fine for them, but I'm not going to do that.
This
They're not
has
gonna get my
gotten
money.
this has seriously gotten out of hand. And before we go to our next thing, Scott Westbrook, who chimed in before we even went live with a $10 super chat, says,
Yay.
"Can't stick around per usual. We'll catch you on the replay. Keep doing what you do. Thank you so much, Scott. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla. Every single super chat, every single membership, guys. You guys kick ass, and we're going to be doing a member stream Monday. So keep your eyes open. Member stream 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's real time for all you idiots out there.
Okay, Loki, go off.
6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you so very much, Scott, brother. Thank you. And Daryl the Derelict with a 45-month member chat. 45 months. Thank you, brother, so very much. He says, I shall say meowdy for the thumbnail. How is development cost going up when Joe Schmo can make games for a fraction of the cost? Seems greedy.
I mean,
Go.
Well, I was waiting to do that till we hit the button, but yes, go.
A dollar? I've never seen a dollar. Nobody's got a dollar. Let us see the dollar. There it is. It's beautiful. Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill.
Take your hat off, boy. That's another bill.
That's a dollar bill.
When does this cease to become like just a hobby for people that want to sit down and chill? And it has now become a nothing but a cash cow for corporations and companies that want to get rich, that want that cheddar. All you're doing is throwing these corporations money. Okay, so every time someone's like, oh my God, if you can't pay for it, suck it, blah, 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 blah. I'm a Nintendo, and you're going to be over here all by yourself, and we're going to be over here playing the new this, and I don't care if it's $80 or not. Nintendo.
I think I know part of the reason for that, actually. It just kind of struck me. I think I know part of the reason why they are jacking up the prices so damn bad. Because gaming is not just a hobby. You have got, y'all, there are these pros and a whole culture in gaming, that is a whole different animal. This is like their entire livelihood is on this shit. So if you think about it from a business point of view and how huge gaming has gotten, they may be thinking, okay, these pros, they're going to buy all of my shit. And then they're going to go and they're going to do their tournaments. And then everyone's going to know they're playing the new Elite 2 series that they got for 3 times the price. Yay. I'm really wondering if it's not a shift in the gaming culture and it is a complete marketing advertising thing. They're hoping these people will buy their stuff, will promote it, and then everyone will be like, well, damn, so-and-so, you know, Matt Mach 5 over here, he's like the top gamer in Marvel Rivals now. He uses this, so to be good, I have to use it too. And the people that can't afford it are going to go and try and buy it anyway because they want to be like their idol. I really think that's a big part of it.
If any of y'all have ever read Ready Player One, you will get where I'm going with this. Because that is exactly what this is turning into. And there are no guardrails. There is no guy in the back going, you know what, we're not going to allow this. It's always going to be this. Yeah. And there's always going to be some corporate schlong sucker that is like, oh my God, give us more money. Let us put more ad space out there. Let us put this up while you're playing a game. We can cover 70% of people's screens without giving them a heart attack with ads.
Yeah.
No, thank you. We don't want that.
Yeah.
We do not want that. And speaking of absolutely insane shit, I want to share this. When the recently dropped trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6 dropped a couple of days ago, they linked a suicide hotline to the news that it was delayed till next year.
Wait.
They had to link a suicide hotline on the official Rockstar page because they delayed it a year.
They're afraid people are going to be that upset?
Go out and touch some grass, people. Just go out and touch some grass.
Hang on, my brain is blowing for a minute. Okay, let me back up. They're actually saying,
if you or someone you know is contemplating suicide, please do not hesitate to call someone. U.S. call 1-800-273-8255 or text home to 741-741 because the game was delayed a year.
Oh my God. Okay.
And I'm not making fun of anybody contemplating this. Yeah. If you need to call someone, call someone. But this is a video game. It is not life or death. It is not the end of the world. It is a video game.
If you, it again, yes, not making light. But if you are that grieved, and I legitimately mean this, if you are that grieved to the point where you would need this, then yeah, there is something else going on. I'm okay. Wow. Yeah, Pokewaddle, that's kind of me. I'm like, what? Okay.
I'm sorry, folks. That that's not real life. That's playing a game.
I could get being bummed and really upset and maybe throwing a controller because sometimes it happens. But no, y'all, that's bad. But aren't they in a way fostering that kind of culture at the same time? I mean, if you're throwing up a suicide hotline thing because you're announcing your game is released, that means your ass is anticipating it. If you know people are going to be that damn upset, what are we... y'all, I'm sorry. I just can't. I can't with that. I don't understand it.
And then we've got this. Arwyn, I really need you to read this out for us.
Okay. Oh, you know what? All right, fine. Hunan Dynasty Chinese restaurant. We not seeing yet. Stop asking. Try our chicken. It's perfect.
Perfect.
Perfect. Sorry, I'm Galadriel. Perfect. Yeah, I watched the stream last week.
You can't afford to throw a controller anymore, Arwyn.
I know I can't pay. being held together by Band-Aids at this point. I need a new one. When I go in and don't even touch it, my character lists backwards. You
Yep,
know,
that's controller drift on the Xbox.
That's
Do you know how
exactly what
many
I got.
controllers I've
Badly.
got? Okay, so I wanted to get the Cyberpunk. This was before Cyberpunk came out. I wanted to get the Cyberpunk Xbox One X. It wasn't the Series X. It was the One X.
Uh-huh.
I could not get it at the time, but I got the controller, right? That controller lasted like a month before it started drifting. And I got a brand new. I got a brand new, out of the box, brand new controller. 1 month it started drifting.
Yeah.
And it didn't stop. And I can't use it. Why? Because it's constantly going forward.
I've lucked out. This one it's 3 years old. And it's my Razer, and it was a really nice. I got it for Christmas. It's a really nice controller. Of course, now it may cost I don't know how much, but anyway, it's been it's been through a lot. Me and this controller, but now it is. I'm to the point where I have to get a new one because I can't stand it when I'm sitting in a lobby and I'm not even touching the buttons, and my character will walk backwards all the way across the length until it bumps into something and stops it. I hate that so much.
Is that worth $200 freaking dollars?
No.
I'm not paying that.
No.
I use Xbox controllers for my PC. That is my main thing on PC. Why? Because I've got shoulder issues and I can't do the mouse. I can't do a mouse anymore. I cannot play a game with a mouse. Why? Because I can't keep my arm like that for an extended period of time. It kills me.
Yeah.
It absolutely kills me. I can't do it. And my shoulder will ache for days after a couple of hours. So I just can't do it. So I use a controller when I'm playing on PC. I have to. I'm not going to continue to do that. I will go cheap. I will go third party. I will do whatever. I will go get one of those candy things that glows. I'm not going to pay $100 to $200 for a controller that's going to get drift after a couple of months that I can't use.
I don't blame you, Loki. Let me tell you, I've never heard of this. I've never experienced it, but it is, and I truly believe it's affecting gameplay. You know, not to the point where I think it's.
But it all boils down to it. All those controllers are probably made in the same damn factory somewhere. They just brand
for like $1 a piece.
Now, let me ask you something. I've got Xbox or OG Xbox controllers that still work 20 years later. They still work. Wow. They do not have drift. They do not have this problem. I've had Nintendo Switch controllers that drift. I've had Xbox controllers that drift. Ugh. I've had PS5 controllers that drift. Why didn't this happen on the PS4? Why weren't the PS4 controllers doing this all the time? Why were the Xbox One controllers not doing this all the time? What the hell changed? They want you to buy more controllers, and they're just going to keep making them more and more expensive. Screw that. I'm not doing that. And anybody that's like, oh, well, pony up the money or just don't play, suck a fucking cock and stop slurping on Xbox's tank. Jay with a $5 super chat. Not surprised I babysat teens on 5150s a decade ago for being unfriended on Facebook.
Wow. And yeah, that's never fun, but at the end of the day, half these people you don't really know anyway. I mean,
thank you for the $5 super chat, Jay. I hope this embodies some of your rage. Skull! Oh.
And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brother.
I mean, I don't want to get in this like everything old is better shit, but I remember taking an NES controller by the corner, and these were hard ass controllers. I mean, you could like crack someone's skull open with an OG NES controller. Flinging that son of a bitch across the room, hitting an old school CRT TV, it bouncing off that son of a bitch, hitting the speaker system. Nothing broke. Nothing stopped working. The TV didn't, immediately like dissolve into a million lines.
Right.
It was okay. You do that shit today, it's going like through the TV, through the plastic, embedding itself into the wall,
yeah.
and the controller is going to explode into a million pieces, never to be used again. I don't fucking get it.
Yep.
Well, I had my wireless controller that came with my Xbox, but yeah, I dropped it. And, with my Razor, it's got these little mechanical knobs that will just pop off. They're magnetic. And then I got to find them. But this one was just where the sticks were permanently embedded in the controller. It snapped right off with the controllers. I literally dropped it like maybe 12 inches. And it just snapped. It was terrible. And I really enjoyed that controller, but it just broke. I said, well, I guess we're back to the Razor.
I've got two. Thank you, brother. But I have two CRT TVs out, and the one's got like a VCR attached. We'll look. We'll talk. Daryl, I'll talk. If you want to trade one or something, I've got two CRTVs out in the garage. One with a VCR, one without a VCR. But yeah, one of those is going to be used in my arcade cabinet that I'm going to build. So
And
I like the old school keyboards for the computers, the one that had that switches that actually clicks and clacks.
the mechanical keyboard.
Yeah.
yeah, those are fun.
This is why I don't use that keyboard over here, because when I used to do the show with the mechanical keyboard, oh yeah, everybody used to make fun of me constantly. Oh, you're on that mechanical keyboard again, Loki. You have the loudest keyboard, Loki. Oh my God, that keyboard's so loud, Loki. Thanks, fuckers. What's up, PJ? What's going on,
the damn
bro?
thing will last forever.
Marcus, how's it going? I know I saw Arlena. Good morning, Arlena.
Arlena, hell yeah.
We were talking about the idiot cost of stuff. What's up, Sean? Sundowners Club says the first Atari 2600 joystick taught me how to play pocket pool. Yeah, dude, I grew up with that damn Atari stick in my hand.
Yeah.
That was the first controller I ever had. I always love it when it's like, what controller, did you first use? And that Atari stick's never on there. And I'm like, bitches, you don't have a controller. I was born with that controller in my hand. I came out and I was like, Atari!
Yes, those Atari.
River Raid, Barnstormers.
With a stick in the middle.
And oh, dude, I hated the paddles. I hated the paddles because you had to play like Pong with the paddles. You couldn't play it with the dang stick.
Oh my God, I remember that. Yes. Oh my, that's why I never
It had the
played that
button.
game.
It had the button down here.
Yes.
So you held it like that, and you did the little knobbies, and you had your button down there. I was like, the wackiest damn controller you've ever seen. Don't bitch at me about like, oh my God, I can't use this thing with the sticks and stuff, when you had to be like.
Y'all know that movie Space Cowboys? Y'all ever seen that movie? It's one of my favorite movies. I love it. And for those that haven't seen it, I'll condense. It's about space. New technology goes bad, and they got to go back to these old astronauts who know the old technology, and they have to save the world. Okay, I would love a movie about gamers where all the new controllers and shit go belly up, and they have to use the old original. So they got to go to the older gamers who know all that stuff to teach them how to do it. I would love that so much, because yeah, those controllers were ass for me. They were ass, but they were fun at the time. Is what we had. We played what we had.
Mad Cave says nothing will ever match what we had. Our toy weapons looked real. Our action figures took a beating and survived.
Yeah.
Our TVs weighed a ton. Dude, you were like in the ultra strongman competition when you moved to TV. You were like, you're moving a TV from room to room. It was like you deserved to be on the strongman competition.
It's true.
Especially if it was a console TV.
So
You had two men and a boy for that.
along with GI Joes, I had a ton of toy guns. And I remember on Christmas Day, I can't remember how old I was probably like 10. My dad got me the ultimate toy gun. It was a Gatling gun, and it was a cap gun. So you had caps, and it had those like the line caps, not the round one, the line of cap. And you fed that son of a bitch in a feeder, and it was battery powered. So you went outside, and you were like, and everybody shit a brick when I walked out with that on Christmas Day.
I bet.
Oh my God, I love that shit.
Oh, and talking
Back
about
in the
vintage
'60s,
toys?
when we were kids, you know, everything looked real. I mean, it didn't matter what it was; it looked real. Back then, we had grenades that looked real. We
Yep.
had pistols that looked real. We had Thompson submachine guns that looked real. I mean, everything.
Mhm.
It was a glorious time to be a kid.
Even
then
the
all it
candy
took
cigarettes
was-
tried to look real.
Oh,
I mean,
you can
everything
still get
tried
those.
to-
You can
Candy?
still get those. You can still get those. You go down to I know the 5 and Dime in Branson
Oh
has
my God.
those. You can still get the candy cigarettes. They've got the candy ones that are like mint, and then they have the chocolate ones, and they
Wow.
look like real cigarettes. You can continue.
Right? We all did as kids. We just thought we were cool. And, and then we ate it and it was fine.
Yep.
Wow.
Well, heck, man. I mean, and as you grew up, when I was in high school, we had guns in the back of our pickup trucks at school.
Yep.
Nobody said a word about it.
Nope. That's because there wasn't anybody running around shooting
Right,
anybody.
Yeah.
Right. It was a different time.
Because you knew better.
You,
You know what? It wasn't the going to jail that was going to worry you. It wasn't the taking the life of another human being that was worrying you. It was the ass beating your dad was going to give you if he found out you were fucking around with a gun.
Yeah.
That is what scared the shit out of everybody. Oh, no. You don't mess around with your pistol. No. My dad beat my ass.
right? Damn, we've regressed, y'all. We've regressed. I'm convinced. As a society, yeah,
As a society, we are traveling backwards.
we are.
So
Oof.
let me ask you guys, speaking of, we'll go back to GTA for a minute. Are you like, I keep seeing people that are excited about this like $100 game, and then I get these comments in my videos where individuals are like, dude, I hope it bombs. I hope it absolutely bombs. Screw those greedy bastards, and then you've got the people on the other side of the equation that are just deep throating Rockstar that want you to pay $100 for a game. I don't know.
Look, I will say, okay, I'm sitting up here and I'm on my high horse and I'm like, paying money. To be fair, if Hogwarts 2 came out tomorrow and it was $100, I'd probably be putting my little pennies in my little Coke jar and save for that because
But would you be excited to pay that?
No, my God, no, I wouldn't be excited to pay it. No, I'd be like, what the hell? I guess I'm going to, just because I have very specific games that I like to play, I will play the shit out of those games forever. I've been playing Lord of the Rings online for over 15 years at this point. I've got, that and Neverwinter, I've got a combined total hour. Let's see, I've got over 1,500 in Lord of the Rings and over 2,400 in Neverwinter. I don't play Neverwinter anymore because they freaking nerfed everything. But if I find a game I love, I am loyal to that game and I will play the crap out of it. I will buy whatever they want. But will I be happy paying it? Hell no. And if
I
there's
won't buy
no reason
everything. But
for them to, charge that, no. It makes no sense. And I don't know why people would be willingly happy to part with extra money when they don't have to. I mean, it's their money. Do what you want, boo-boo. You earned it. Whatever. But it just, I don't understand why there would be a big call to like, well, y'all pay for it or you're pissies. I don't get that mentality. I just don't get it.
Gun Bunny, it says Amon Amarth. The band. It's a like Norwegian heavy metal Viking band. You've heard some of the music, like Raise Your Horns. I played songs. Anyway, sorry. I'm sorry.
But yeah, no, that's just, there's some games that, yes, I would pay more money for because I know they're going to be quality. I know they're going to be worth it. and I know it's going to give me years of entertainment. But I'm very specific about that. And no, I don't want to have to do that. I would never willingly pay twice as much for a game if I don't have to, or if I hadn't in the original. It makes no sense to me. Makes no damn sense.
Modern gamers have it so easy. We had to use our brains and figure it all out. No, no automatic tracking, no
Right.
compass to take us where we needed to go. That's why we can wait for game release. We learn patience. I have gone back, like Arwyn plays, Lord of the Rings. I've gone back a couple of times to Diablo 4. I love dungeon diving. I love going through the dungeons and fighting stuff, and I love building a character on my own without having to rely on a guide. I've got a badass Inferno sorceress, a pyromancer sorceress that is kicking ass, taking names. I didn't use a guide. I'm not using any cheats. I'm not doing any BS. I'm just playing and I'm having fun. I don't have to do the story. I absolutely hate the story of Diablo 4, but I love the game mechanics. I love just going in and playing the games and clearing out dungeons and doing a build and making a backstory for my character. I've got a power-hungry sorceress that loves fire, that wants to just burn everything down, and she teeters on the edge of being good or evil. But she goes and destroys demons, not because she wants to save the world, but because she's power hungry. So I want to get more powerful. In a week, I've gone from level 1 to 79, 80 something Paragon, which means I've gone through all 60 levels and another 70, 80 levels after that with Paragon points. And I'll keep getting stronger as the season goes on. And I will keep getting more badass. And I will keep level climbing. But I'm having fun playing the game.
Yeah.
I'm not spending a whole bunch of money. I paid $10. I paid $10 for the season. That's not a lot to ask to play for the season and to open up the stuff I get. And I've almost cleared the board as far as points goes to unlocking all of my cosmetics, all the bonus stuff, all the extra goodies you get with the season. And she'll just keep getting more powerful, and I'll keep climbing in levels, and I'll keep raising the difficulty level until I max out. I'm done.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I enjoy doing. I will get off track for a little while. I've got Expedition 33 to play. That's coming up soon. And I've got Doom, the Dark Ages. I'm going to be playing soon. So, and we'll be live streaming all that nonsense because I love Doom games. So you'll pay for Doom? Yeah, I'm going to pay for Doom because it's not freaking $100 for the base game.
Right.
But that's Microsoft, dude. That's going out everywhere. And I'm getting it on PC. I'm not getting it on Xbox. Screw Xbox.
ID software.
Lester San Jose, the Skeptic Tank, who's been a member for 20 months. What's up, brother? 20 months. Has gameplay really evolved? I know with sports sims, they still haven't met the standard of mimicking broadcast quality experience. 2K is close, but 2K wants you to buy so much extra stuff, and they just nail you with microtransactions. And EA does the exact same thing with Madden and FIFA and all that other shit. To pay $100, I want accessories or truly innovative play without VR.
Now, okay, he brings up a good point. If they're charging $100 for a game, a base game, what are you getting for that game? Yeah, are you getting like extra stuff? Are you getting goodie? What are you getting for it? Is it worth the money? Or is it just the same game jacked up $60?
Yep.
That's when I'm like, last night I was in Marvel's. I've been waiting for a Squirrel Girl skin. I cannot wait for this new skin. It came out last night, supposed to release as a single today. They had it with a bundle. The bundle with Rocket was twice as much as I was prepared to pay. Did I just suck it up and buy it? No. I'm like, I have a budget. I'm sticking to it. If she comes out as a single skin, I will get it. If not, oh well, I guess I'll wear this one. You know, it's up to the individual consumer what they're willing to pay and what they're not, and nobody should be shamed for that. And are they giving you extra shit? That's my barometer. Everybody has their own, but that's mine because, you know, I need luxuries like food, utilities, clothes, gas in my car. April 15th waits for nobody. You know what I mean? That's just me.
June Wong with a $5 super chat says, got no freaking time to play real video games. I just play one pay to play super addictive dopamine junkie mobile merge and tap game like a crazy lady.
Yeah. Oh, Pacific, you're a sweetheart.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, that price is crazy. Now, hopefully, she's going to go on. I've done some more researching this morning. She's supposed to go on as a single today. We will see. But Pacific was there. He saw it.
Well, they just did that with Diablo. And yes, I will talk shit about the game I've been playing because I love the fact, okay, I can pay $10 on the pass. I can unlock all this stuff. I can get my goodies. Nothing's held back. They are doing a berserker thing right now where if you add it all up, you've got to pay like $250 to get everything. I'm not kidding.
Damn.
So the berserker armor is only for one class. Then you've got another armor only for one class. These all cost $25 a piece. And then you've got extra bonus and goodies you've got to get that costs more money. So I'm sorry, I'm not paying for all that. And they don't even look that good anyway. Destiny 2 is about to do the same thing with Star Wars stuff. Unlock the Star Wars stuff on Destiny 2. We've got armors. We've got Han Solo's blaster. We've got lightsabers. These crossovers, I'm like, no. Why? Because they're way too expensive. Destiny 2 sucks anyway. I'm glad they're getting sued. I'm just tired. I'm so glad Bungie's getting sued because they took shit out of the game. So they took whole experiences, worlds, levels out of the game, and they were like, oh, we'll bring them back one day. And then they get sued, and they're like, yeah, we don't have any of those assets anymore. We can't show you, Judge. All we can do is show you YouTube videos from people that have recorded stuff in the past, and the judge threw all that out and said, no, I'm not going to allow it because it's third party, blah, blah, gobbledygook. It's not. Where is the actual stuff you guys used to have? Well, we don't have anymore, which proves they're lying pieces of shit. And they never intended to bring that stuff back in the game in the first place because they got rid of all of it. They got rid of all that OG shit. So screw them. How do I explain? 2 years ago, I tried to play that with Eris. How the hell do I explain to her, okay, all this stuff has happened when she can't even go back and play it? It used to be in the game. It used to be in Destiny 2. And she can't even go back and play it because what they call it sunsetting content. No, I'm done. I'm done with all this bullshit.
Yeah.
It's absolute total bullshit.
Yeah.
No, I'm just not doing it. I'm not. What do you guys got coming up? What do you got coming up tonight? What do you got coming up in the future? Let us know. Arwyn, are you going to be on BackTube later today?
Yeah, that's the plan. I know Daryl he was on call last week. Arlena's still, struggling with the phone situation in her computer. I was sick. I mean, we all just kind of, yeah. But BackTube tonight. Unless we hear any different, BackTube tonight at 7 Eastern. Well done. And then I guess Eris is tomorrow. The Eris is streaming tomorrow.
Eris is going to be over on Brandon the Anime Guy's channel tomorrow, I think 9 a.m.
Oh, nice. Yay.
And then she'll be doing her show at the normal time.
Yay.
So,
BackTube
and yes, there is BackTube. BackTube tonight. So she'll be on, Eris will be on with you, I believe,
Woo.
on BackTube tonight. If Daryl ends up sending her an invite. And yes, there will be a late show tonight. So.
Yay. Kicking off the weekend, y'all. Gummies will flow.
And I know Snowdub will be on before the late show and the Cotton Connection. I think the Cotton Connection is going to be Saturday. I don't know if it'll be this Saturday or next Saturday, but I think it's going to be. Don't quote me. Don't be going over to Snowdub being like, Loki told me. I think it is coming back tomorrow night, but I'm not 100% sure. So don't quote me. Don't yell at Snowdub because Loki told me. Well, shit. I think it's coming back, but I'm not 100% sure about that. So keep your eyes open. but we'll be around and we'll be hanging out, and you guys are going to be getting more game streams. I know I'll keep tinkering with my build on Diablo and playing. I just got all of her armor set up with part 1 of tempering. So the first 4 levels, every piece of armor and weapons and all that shit, that rings, amulets, and all that is now through the first stage of tempering. So when there's 3 stages, once you start getting the really good shit. So she is growing much more powerful, and I mean, it's just nuts. She's got hydras everywhere and fireballs and raining meteors and
fun.
all kinds of cool shit. So it's fun. It's a fun build, and it's if you're ever interested and you want to make a sorceress like this, just go full pyromancer. Like, yes, lightning is cool. Yes, freezing stuff is cool, but I'm a firebug at heart, obviously. And burning down the villages and all that stuff is where it's at. It is very satisfying. As Arlena will attest. And we're getting out of here. Guys, take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter. And we'll see you tonight. Have a great day.
Mwah! Bye, y'all.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.